Good morning, good morning. Try to stay in focus this time. I think, hold on, there's something all over my glasses. I think it's because I put that piece of paper, this water one, up to the camera. I took it out of whack and it never got, it went out of whack and it never went back. Anyhow, okay, I'm ahead of the game because I'm getting ready to go on vacation and I'm trying to do a couple things ahead of time. So I am a day or two ahead now. What is today? Today's the 27th and I am doing the 29th. So I'll finish 2 days early, theoretically. Contrast is the prompt for today. And these are the pieces of paper I added at the end. So there's nothing on here. I didn't add any extra junk. But if you were here for a day or two ago, I can't remember exactly when, my husband's associate that comes here every once in a while to work, otherwise they're on Zoom a couple times a day, somebody gave her a subscription to Gun and Garden, because she does like to garden. She's not she might be a gun, who knows, everybody in South Carolina is a gun enthusiast, but, except for me and my husband, but anyhow, she knows my husband likes gardening some things. And so, she said, you want a couple of these magazines? She said, there's a couple good articles in here. So she brought them to him and he got what he got out of it and gave them to me. I was mindlessly looking through them last night and I'm like, there's some beautiful ads and a beautiful, it's mostly Southern. Like this is a fountain in Savannah. I don't know where this was filmed. This is the other side of the Savannah page. I mean, there's some gorgeous scenery pictures because it is an outdoor magazine. So I'm like, contrast. So I went on the color wheel because I don't know the color wheel. And blue, red, variations of blue and red. So I found aqua and melon. And I'm like, those are good contrasting colors. So I'm thinking, and not unlike some of his blues, I don't know if there's any melon type colors. Well, he's got it in the roofs of this page. So we're going with it. These are some of his colors. Van Gogh. This, if you haven't been here already, this journal is from the perspective of Vincent van Gogh doing a junk journal in July using these prompts with things that he knows, aka his aesthetic and his colors and his paintings. And this all came to be because I happen to have a few Van Gogh things in my life and I'm a Van Gogh enthusiast and I just happen to like him. So, oh, his hair's melon. Okay. Melonish. And it started all coming together about the time I was wishy-washy on doing Junk Journal July. Because I had just gotten back from California and at the end, I'm getting ready. I'll be going to England. And then this book I saw in Amsterdam at the Vincent van Gogh Museum gift shop. And I loved it because I love maps. And it just kind of gives you his journey in his life, where he was, pictures from then, pictures that he used as inspiration. And I bought it with the intention of cutting it up. Using it as like a pack of ephemera in a book form. And I love this book. Love this book. And it has been very, very helpful in this project. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Then I also have this book, which is a book that I got from our museum here that did a Van Gogh thing several years ago. Painters that were inspired by Van Gogh and possibly why. But they had this big, huge poster that you could get that was all one of his paintings. And I'm not even sure which one, to tell you the truth. It may be part of Starry Night. But you put it's all in dots. And you put all these dots on this sticker sheet. which I started to do. I'm like, oh God, this is going to drive me insane. This is worse than Legos. That's another thing. I have a Legos Van Gogh set. Accidentally, I got that one. But, I mean, if anybody knows me, they know I love dots and circles. And so this is like gold. But, what is this? Oh, this is a wheat field with cypresses painted near Arles, however you say that, in the south of France in September of 1889. Cypress tree. Anyhow, so I bought this at our museum many years ago. Never thinking that I would use it in a junk journal, but, you know. So all this stuff started coming together as I was waffling in my head. Am I going to do this project? Am I going to do this project? Just because I had stuff going on and I didn't want to not do it well or to the best of my ability, untrained, not completely talented in any form or fashion, just here to have fun. And it all started coming together. I'm like, okay, what if I did it from the perspective of Vincent van Gogh? So that's what I did. Lo and behold, that's what I did. I'm putting stuff away as I go here from the last couple days. And anyhow, so going through those magazines last night, I came across, oh, I've been there, I think. Yeah, Culmore Abbey in Ireland. I've been there. I came across some of these pictures. I'm like, okay, contrasting colors. Not knowing the color wheel, not knowing the rules and regulations, not wanting to follow the rules and regulations. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get contrasting colors out of this magazine with some images and just to see where it takes me. Well, then I downloaded Bai Bun's new summer sketchbook class, which I'm a huge fan of hers. Not sponsored, nothing, just like her. Maybe not always her subject, but I love her process. Love it. I've learned a lot from her. She doesn't know she taught me, but she did. And that class is stupendous. But she came up with, at the time, one of the classes I was watching was kind of like, almost like a thought process of contrast. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're on the same wavelength. This has to work. Because that's when I was pulling this stuff out of the magazines. She can hear me thinking. Not really. But anyhow. Oh, shoot. I scared some deer this morning. I was out with the dog first thing. And they were up at the top of our hill. At the end of our driveway in the 4 o'clocks. One of them was. And kind of, you could hear them scatter out of the bushes and clump across the driveway to our neighbor's driveway and then to another yard. So I think I'm going to try to come up with some kind of, because there's nothing prettier to me. Well, it's a tie. There's a tie to the nothing's prettier category of, it goes like this. A oak tree with moss in it. Nothing prettier. Don't touch it because it's full of chiggers and those things are horrible. But it ties with a California redwood. Just as far as majestic. And now I'm thinking I'm going to take this off. And kind of have, I don't know now. These two together, I guess they're contrasting blues and greens. Okay, we're going to go with it. But I'm trying to maybe tear these into smaller pieces and just dot them on top. And in watching those videos yesterday, some of the videos, I haven't watched them all. There's 31 videos in that class, averaging about 23 so minutes. I think I'm going to tear this apart. apart. That's what I need to do. Okay. And I forgot the Olympics were on. Like, you silly girl. Which I really only like in the summertime. I used to watch a little bit of track. When I was a kid, of course, we only had 3 TV channels. So I know. So we watched it together as a family all the time. Every time. And there's a pretty ivy right here. I think I'm going to go with more oak. And we watched them every night. Because I think they only played them at night then. But maybe on the weekends they played them during the day. Now, okay, this is going to go here. But I really like the gymnastics. Men and women's, but mostly women. And of course with Simone Biles, hello. She's just amazing to watch. But I like some of the men's. But I really like a little bit of track and field, a little bit. I used to like watching the kayaking. I don't know if they even still do it. I love the synchronized swimming. We had a synchronized swimming team when I was in high school. I just love those ladies. And I think there's men now too. Amazing how they can do that in the water, hold their breath, and be so majestic all at the same time. I don't know how they do it. Okay. We might have to jazz it up a little bit. I don't know. It's contrasting colors. Or contrast. It might look better once it's all glued down. I don't know. But, so I imagine this weekend. Now, part of the Olympics are while we're gone. So, I doubt if we'll see them or even have time. But, with the beauty of the internet, you might be able to find highlights. Somehow, some way. All right, I'm going to put this one down first. One of the little blurbs in this, of course, there's a lot of stuff in there about hunting dogs and stuff. And there was a little tiny, like, just Dear Abby type column. It says, what was your favorite? I think I have avocado under my fingernail. What was one of the craziest things your dog brought home? One guy said, my 3rd ex-wife. I was like, God, that was my 3rd ex-wife. How many ex-wives do you have? Has anybody been watching the ballerina murder case? I stumbled on it yesterday, just looking for things while I was downloading videos. And I came across it, and I'm like, jeez. Plus, they met in South Carolina. They met in Charleston. I'm like, oh my God. I think I want this over this. But I don't know enough about it to say anything, but she might be a little devious. I don't know. That's me saying something that I don't have any knowledge about, so I probably should not say that. My sister's coming over tomorrow to get one last gunner instruction session in. That's our dog, who requires lots of instruction. All right, what can I do to try and help this a little bit? I don't know if I should add color. No, it won't fit that way. I mean, my go-to thing is a black Stabilo, which is like what I put here around, geez, pulling stuff up here. These edges to kind of soften, not soften, but give them their own parameters. But I don't know what to do with this. I still have these two paint markers right here. These are just chalk markers. But I'm wondering if I can like join them a little bit by putting, well, okay, I have a pink one too, which of course these are fluorescent. So maybe outlining the melon color will, I'm kind of like putting rivets on these things to like attach them, kind of like, so it's one big piece of paper. Now, let's see. I don't know if I like this at all. In my head, it sounded okay. On paper, might be a different story. Gonna add blue rivets too. You really can't even see these. You may not even see them on camera. I don't know. These are magazine pages, so they're slick and shiny. I don't like this. Huh. Should we use it as a background paper and look for a picture that has blue and yellow in it? Or green and yellow? Or green and blue and yellow? Or maybe just a map? The maps are basically this format. Map. I mean, this has I don't know. Usually something has to kind of just like jump out at me. I still love this one. Still love that. 1882, the lower part of the Windmill de Lochmullen. I'm sure. Oh, maybe some stamps? Here's the cafe scene. Yellow, green, and blue. Is there a bigger picture of the cafe? Picture in here. And they kind of are like sharp edges, so they're contrasting, they're not blending. no, here's blue, green, and yellow. Pollard Willow, 1882. That's a possibility. Put that there. I only saw tiny little bits of stuff about the Olympics opening ceremonies last night. And it seems like, I could be wrong, that they used a lot of the monuments, and I think that is so cool. They had Celine Dion singing on the Eiffel Tower, and it would get lights, you know, flashed around on it. Oh, it's really cool. Okay, that right there. Now that I think about it, there's not enough green, maybe. Go back to this one. That looks better on here, except there's no coral. I kept thinking yellow, but it's really coral. I don't know what to do. A good one. It's tiny, which is good also. Okay, we just found it. This one. I'm not going to put my hand behind it again because it has coral, blue, greens. There's a lot of contrasting colors. This one is, if anybody lives in Boston, it's in the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. 1890, house in Alviers. I can't say, I am not French. No denying that. But I'm just going to go with that. Now, the white border is screaming out at me. So I'm wondering. Make some white rivets. And it brings out the white in these water pieces. We're going with it. We're going with it. We're moving forward. And we get to cover up some of the lettering that was on this one piece of paper. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite, but that's okay. All right, so now we have Shine and Celebrate. I don't know how I'm going to do Shine. Celebrate is kind of like, yay, I love this journal. Yay, the prompt list was fantastic. You know, that kind of stuff. But Shine, don't have a clue. I just noticed these are not accordioned. They're just stapled in. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I really like this journal. So much fun. But I wonder if that pink is still... No, nothing transferred over to the other side. Okay. Love it. How I'm going to do the next two is beyond me. Shine. Maybe we could do something with the letters. Shine. There's only one town, Saint Remy de Provence. which I think is where his clinic was. So S.H., The Hague. He lived in The Hague. A, Amsterdam. No, S.H.I. I'm getting my letters mixed up. Okay, S.H.I. There's no I. N, Noonan. This is where he did At Home with the Weavers. E. There is this town, Etten. He had a studio of his own. (1881). I'm just trying to think of my tricks. I usually do something with a script and then pulling out pieces out of it. I've done circles. I've done a lot of marks. I've done basically my whole bag of tricks, which is a small bag. I don't know. Shine. We've shined a light on a little bit of his life. I don't know. I don't know. Shine. This is one of my favorites. I don't have a clue. Nothing is coming. I mean, you could go really gross and say the blood from his ear was shiny. I really don't want to do that. Did his actions shine a light on mental health in the arts? I don't know. Was he the Simone Biles of his time? I don't know. I don't know. None of his paintings strike me as shiny. His relationship with his brother was good, but I wouldn't describe that as shiny. Okay. I already did. We had lights already. And I did a lot of yellow. And they were shiny. I don't know if I want to repeat something like that. This is his proof of admission to the Royal Academy of Fine Arts, January 1886. Oh, and he did do, okay, maybe this is kind of creepy, but I had never seen him do a skeleton until when my sister and I, when I went out there last year to visit my sister in Sacramento, there was one of those immersion experiences of Van Gogh. And that was the first time I'd ever seen him with a skeleton thing. It's considered an artistic joke. Vincent struggled with a constant lack of money. His painting materials and model fees were so expensive that he had no money left for food. Feeling faint with hunger, he would sit with his sketchbook beside the river Scheldt, sketching Het Steen, a medieval castle. He had come up with the plan of making sketches of tourist attractions, which he would sell as souvenirs. If only. But the dealer would not take them, so as no one had set foot in his shop for 2 weeks. And nearly all of Vincent's surviving letters from Antwerp, he asks or begs Theo to send another 50 francs on whatever he could spare. So what I'm urgently asking you is, for God's sakes, don't put off writing and send me a little or a lot, such as what you might have, but know that I'm starving, literally. Theo kept on sending him money, for which Vincent thanked him warmly. As soon as I received the money, I got an attractive model and painted a life-size head. But some of his skeleton things were considered jokes about him not spending money on food. That's a shiny skeleton? I don't know. That could be really creepy. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is nothing is coming. Oh, Starry Night over the Rhone, Museum des Orsay Perret. I've been there. That's shiny. The light's shining on the water. Okay, there we go. The light's shining on the water. Phew, that was hard to come by. Okay. I'm just going to write lights on the water. Shiny. How do you spell shiny? Spelling is not my strong suit. It just says shine. Okay. Somehow we're going to do that. I don't know how, but that's my thoughts for the word. Which, Bun by Bun, her name is Roxanne, talks about that in her class, which is excellent. Excellent. All right, I'm going to stop talking now that I have a path for tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.